Victory to the living.
Now, what do you have to say for yourself?
Did I miss something?
Since we're here to gather flowers for the dead, I thought I'd teach Manfred some plant names. But I just caught him attempting to wade into a rose bush.
Emmrich, how could you stay annoyed at that face? Skull.
Oh, Manfred. Whatever will happen to you if I pass on?
If?
There's something I'd like to talk about. Do you know what a lich is, Rook?
Doesn't ring a bell.
A lich is a mage transformed into one of the undead while retaining their true, original consciousness. The idea fascinated me when I was younger. For years, I researched and experimented, spoke with spirits and mages. Then, eventually, I found them.
Who?
The Lich Lords of the Grand Necropolis. Necromancers before me who'd transformed themselves into true living dead.
Well, not everyone gets to meet their idols.
Oh, but I was nervous. The Liches are the great protectors of the necropolis, bulwarks against forces that threaten creation. After years of tests and rituals, they granted me my desire, the right to attempt lichdom.
If that's what you want.
I'd anticipated more surprise.
Emmrich, you live in a haunted necropolis.
Lichdom is an incredible honor. Immortality, prestige, the most hallowed ranks of the Watchers, as well as a chance to be of service past my allotted years. But there are considerations. Come, we have flowers to gather for the dead.
Okay, but I've got questions.
Blue creepvine. This will do nicely.
Emmrich, aren't most undead just random spirits inside corpses?
Liches are different. It wouldn't be a spirit acting in my name. My true consciousness would be housed in my departed flesh.
How?
The Order must keep some secrets. Moon blossoms, famed in verse and song.
Smells like perfume. Do liches have a sense of smell?
I've been told that while some of my senses will dull, others will become available. Other than that, I can't say if the flowers would still hold their bloom for me. Lichdom serves a purpose. There are dark things in creation, threats to both our world and the Fade. The Liches of the Necropolis have the insight and the abilities to oppose them.
And you're joining them when?
Certain elements have held me back. There's no ready instructions for Lichdom. The steps must be discovered on one's own over years to be fully understood.
Does the spell to become a lich kill you, or do you have to...
No, mercifully, that falls to another watcher. After my death, my soul will be drawn back into my body instead of moving on to whatever lies beyond.
So, what's holding you back from Lichdom?
Even with all my preparations, there's a chance I could die permanently during the rites. What cowardice! The promise of immortality, an end to all my fears, and the final veil stays my hand.
If you want Lichdom that badly, you have to go for it.
I always thought I'd find the courage when I grew older. Traditionally, candidates for Lichdom face one final sifting of the soul. If they avoid it, you saw my old colleague.
Hezenkos. She's a lich.
A half-lich, though that hasn't diminished her powers. Until I stop her plans, I won't possess the peace of mind for Lichdom. Why don't you select the next flowers, Rook?
Sure. So what's a half-lich exactly?
Johanna attempted the rites of Lichdom and failed. Stuck in her in-between state, she is supremely dangerous, but can't learn any new magic.
No wonder Hezenkos was shouting so much.
No, she's always been that way.
What about the sifting of a soul that Hezenkos avoided?
The spirits of the necropolis judge whether a candidate is worthy of the power and responsibility of Lichdom.
How'd she become a lich without it?
I shared some knowledge when we were...
For a watcher, Hezenkos is pretty harsh on spirits.
We made allowances because of her discoveries. Too many. Spirits are not things to be disposed of.
You really care about them?
They're so susceptible to the world's whims, Rook. For all she's done, I can't condemn Johanna for attempting Lichdom. That freedom from mortality, that divorce from fear. And of course, time to read all of one's books.
Of course.
But how she's abused her abilities. Are my intentions enough to fare better?
Worrying's a good sign.
We have enough flowers. There's something I'd like to show you. Here we are,
Oh, so these flowers are for...
Yes. If you could place them on the graves, please.
In memory of Rupert and Eleonora Volcarin, they walk eternity hand in hand.
After I became a watcher, I erected a proper shrine to my parents. When I come to talk, I like to think they listen. Well, don't be shy. Introduce yourself.
Rook, it's a pleasure. Do you remember your parents?
Some memories are bright. Others are akin to those dim, early morning dreams one gets sometimes. Lately, I wondered what they'd think of our current course, the choices ahead.
Your lichdom?
What would they have wanted me to be?
I can tell you what I think they'd want you to be.
What's that?
Happy. You could always speak with your folks, couldn't you?
My parents last saw me as a boy. By the time I mastered my corpse whispering, I was a man. If I woke them, there might be a flash of recognition, or... Besides, if I speak to too many other spirits, Manfred might grow jealous.
Can't have that.
He'd be impossible, I agree.
The missing dwarves started their patrol here. If we retrace their steps, we'll figure out what happened to them. I hope. This way. And be on your guard. I don't know what we'll find here.
Sure. We've got this.
They were definitely here.
This is good. We're headed in the right direction. The entrance to the deep roads is through here. Let's go. I think there's a passage back here. Stand back. I'll move this rock aside.
It's really, really dark.
And it looks like the passage leads down.
Undead? Why are there undead things here?
The veil's been weird, and that usually means spirits, angry ones.
Right, fight now, explain later.
Rest now, follow me!
Looks dwarven. It might belong to one of the missing Kalsharok dwarves. Come on.
We should head this way. Harding, if you please.
This rock, it feels... Rook, I think there's someone in there. We've got you.
You. It's you.
Yes, it's me, Harding.
But you were... no, it couldn't have been. Oh, my head.
Can you tell us what happened?
We were on patrol. Stolgol thought he heard something. Someone weeping, he said. He left to investigate. Never returned. Soon we all started to hear it. The weeping, the whispers. Something took me as I rested. A shadow tinged with red. The last thing I saw before suffocating darkness.
How did you survive in a rock?
That's your question? Right now?
I bet it's a dwarven thing. Children of the stone.
Our philosophers may have an answer, but I do not.
Just rest. You're no longer in danger.
Something's still out there.
But it's not after you anymore.
I understand. May the ancestors be with you.
We should keep going. I sense someone else close by.
Be careful. Trust nothing you hear. Trust nothing you see. And thank you, Harding.
Stay here. You'll be safe. This isn't all of them. Let's keep going.
Mining equipment. And it's old. Really old.
There's lyrium all through these rocks. I'm not surprised people tried to get at it.
Those scuff marks. That looks like someone was...
Don't want to think about it.
We have to find them. There's someone close. I think I can feel them. Keep looking.
I in there? Thank you.
It's okay. You're safe now.
Look, there's a way through here. Someone else is close by. Come on. You're safe now.
Harding, what's happening?
It means we're on the right track. Stay here. You'll be safe.
Blocked. Harding, can you... Thanks, Harding.
That wasn't me, Rook. I didn't move that.
What do you mean?
I don't know what to tell you.
There's so much red lyrium. Isn't it dangerous?
Don't worry about that later. Demon's coming.
I think that's Veilguard.
Lace Harding, you should not have come.
You needed help.
We had to do something once we knew you were in danger.
You are both fools, and I am forever grateful for it.
What happened?
The memory is clouded. I recall a cry in the shadows, and then nothing. I awoke in darkness, pressed against the stone. No room to even breathe. Time lost meaning. There was a voice in my ears murmuring in despair.
Did you recognize the voice? Who was it?
A shade. A rot within the stone.
And it's after me. The only way to stop it is to face it.
Don't. It will consume you.
You, mister, need to rest. I'll handle it. Farther in. That's where the Titan's heart is. That's where I have to go. That's where it ends.
The Titan's heart? Are we in an actual Titan? How do you...
I just know.
Whatever happens, we'll be right here with you.
Thanks, all of you. I'm ready. Red lyrium's usually blighted. This isn't that. It's just lyrium that's angry.
Do those crystals look kind of veiny? Or is it just me?
Over there. The heart. That's where I have to go. What? I don't understand.
It, looks like you. All right, everyone, breathe. We can handle this.
Look at me! Don't you remember? They broke us into 1,000,000 pieces, and this is all that's left!
Anger. And pain. My anger and my pain.
You cast me out!
I couldn't bear it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
They built their world on the wreckage of us. Vengeance is all we have.
What's she doing?
She'll bring the cabin down. Or worse, we have to get to her.
Ready for a follow-up? Don't you understand what they... You understand what they did? The elves ripped away our dreams so the earth would be still. Why should they thrive while we lie, broken and forgotten?
unbelievable behind.
I remember all of it. Everything the Evanurus did to the Titans. And now the world will remember!
You're Lace Harding. You're more than this rage. You believe that the world is beautiful, that people are good. Hold on to it. Hold on to who you are.
You took everything from us. And you thought you won. But we're still here. We're different. But we're not gone. We will thrive in spite of you. That was intense. My mind's still clearing. Anyway, you ready to go?
Let's get you home.
Stalgard and the others are returning to Kal Shirak to spread word of what happened. They'll need to be strong in the coming days. We all will.
And I think you've proven your strength.
Me? Oh, I couldn't have done it without you. You can ask me how I'm feeling, you know?
How are you?
I used to worry that I'd lose myself to the Titans. But I wouldn't even be here without them, would I? How could I lose myself when they were always a part of me?
So, what's next for you?
First, we stop the Elven Gods. And after that, well, one step at a time. See where it takes me.
Trust yourself. I do.
You're just a bottomless well of support, aren't ya?
I try.
Oh, and I don't know if I said thank you, so thank you, Rook. I wouldn't be here without you.
She felt it all over. Her attraction to the hero, a powerful but properly contained tingle, nearly exquisite. Properly contained. No, it sounds bad. Okay, cut the middle line, much more natural.
What are you working on?
Oh! Rook! I didn't see you. What did you hear?
Not sure what it was, but it sounded pretty good.
Oh, really? Well, thank you. Nev found me more cereals. I've read them, all of them, multiple times. And I thought maybe I could try it, writing my own, I mean. Not like Varric Tethrus, but my own sort of thing. For me, and people like me. Something to focus on besides Syrian and all of that. And you know, you're also interesting. It helps for inspiration.
Interesting is certainly a word we could use.
But it works. You're fighting ancient gods and everything. And you know the rest. It's impressive. What you've done, I mean, brought everyone together. You're a good person. Really.
Being around good people helps. That's the thing about a team. Everyone brings everyone else up.
That's what they taught me. The Veil Jumpers, I mean. A team's only as good as its weakest link, so you make them stronger. Like you do, with all of us. So, keep being that kind of person. One everyone can look up to. Anyways, thanks, Rook. I'll talk to you later. Gotta finish this scene.
You hungry? I'm hungry.
So, Ilario.
Let me guess, you don't trust him either.
There's no playing with blood magic.
I know, but his family. I'll deal with it.
All right.
Careful with that.
But of course.
It's the only lead I've got.
My dear Davron, I'll be as careful with this cloth as if it were burial silk from the Storm Age. And this will be so instructive for Manfred. Ah, Rook, just in time.
Need some help?
Give it a minute. We'll see. That piece of cloth I tore off the Gloom Howler back at the cauldron still has some of its blood on it.
And now, through the application of necromancy, perfected by the Morn Watch through years of meticulous...
Yeah, we're trying to figure out what the Gloom Howler is.
Rather, discern its nature.
How?
By setting it on fire?
Patience. To discern, one must sometimes destroy. Ah, yes, of course. How interesting.
What is it?
It says this was elven blood. This was a person.
What? But it howls.
A corrupted person. Not always a monster. And something else. Deathsel. I'm unfamiliar with the meaning.
An elven word for covenant. Like a promise or a blood oath. I think I get it. An elf who took a vow, then gets blighted. An elf who knew about griffins and warden's secrets.
Almost as if...
It was a warden.
I know this is bad, but it means we have a lead.
Yes, but one that points within.
If Weishaupt knew about it, they never told me. Something else is going on here. I'll put out the word, call in favors, see who might know more. But thanks for your help, Emmrich. You, discerned well.
My pleasure.
Thanks for the tip-off. Got people cleared.
Give me a hand. Lots on offer today. See you again.
There's dangerous fanatics, then there's Aelia. She's loose in Ducktown, and we're in the dark.
What's the plan?
The Threads and Aelia's Venatori are at war. Quiet, of course. Neither side wants Templars on them. We stay in the Threads' graces. They share what they know.
What about Rana? Can she help?
I told Rana that Aelia's back. She needs the warning. As for help, Rana wants to be an example. Not sure where that goes anymore.
So focus on the job.
Yeah.
Dogtown's protected. What can the Threads do for you?
Aelia's a pain for both of us. Let's talk.
We know people in this town. Neighbors. When they don't turn up on the rounds, we notice. Aelia used the Threads for dirty work. Stolen relics, muscle, spies. These people, they disappear.
And you haven't reported it?
We're not looking for attention. Besides, what have Templars and Magisters done for us lately?
We've got you. And you won't stop looking. I've got names, missing ones, all yours. No catch.
We can't let Aelia do this. If what she did to the threads was an opening act...
We won't like the show.
This is war. We find Aelia, we kill her. Give the cult something to think about. You find her, you do the same. Docktown's ours.
To Docktown. From the people who breathe it, bleed for it, no one's got its back like we do.
To a better Docktown. And doing the best we can till then.
You go far.
To home.
Patrols have checked in. They found some more relics.
Get all your god-killing implements right here. Send...
All right. The dragon's a Fangscorcher that attacked villages. We're close to her lair.
This shouldn't be too bad, right? We fought 2 dragons at once in Hosberg.
The dragons we fought in Hosberg were being ordered around by the gods. They were attack dogs. This is a wolf, a big wolf, fighting in her own territory.
Be ready. This is your first real dragon fight.
You said the dragon's a Fangscorcher? What are they like?
Fire breather, related to the Ferelden Frostback. Think of her like the dragon version of a bobcat or a fox.
It's a little larger than a bobcat.
I mean, she's small and sneaky for a dragon. Attacks with fire from a distance to soften up her targets. And she's mean. Scorchers hold a grudge longer than my mother.
You said she attacked villages. Are we dealing with another attack in a city like Treviso or Minrathous?
No. Something got her to start hunting a ways off.
Something like what?
Dunno. Hoping we find out while we're here. But right now, focus on taking her down before she kills anyone else. Including us.
This is your dance. Show us the steps.
Stay in the trees as long as you can. It's gonna get hot when she sees us.
Nev, you okay to go up against the Fangscorcher?
Why wouldn't I be? I fought that blighted dragon in Mementos. Why not another?
Because of your dress. It's pretty. I don't want it to get all scorched.
Oh, it's woven with enchantments to make it resistant to fire and lightning. It should be fine. Also, it's technically not a dress.
Okay. I don't really do clothes. Hang on. Something's off with that crap up ahead. Let's go up through there on the left instead.
What's wrong?
I don't know. The way that debris is placed, it doesn't look natural. Or like something a dragon would do.
Interesting. You're the expert. We'll follow your lead.
Careful. She can hear metal clanking from a half-mile away.
You heard Tosh. Light steps.
You know how to take orders.
We're here to kill a dragon. I'm inclined to listen to the expert. What's that?
Hunting call. Spooks prey, so they bolt out into the open.
I can see how that'd work.
Anton? What did they want in Arthur Forest?
No idea. But they were setting an ambush.
Bet they didn't count on your sharp sense of smell.
Come on. We can circle around. Hit them where they're not expecting us.
Don Lock! Emmrich
Continuing to come from Fangscorcher.
How's that? Now he moves yours.
might come for the Fangscorcher. It only came because she attacked villages.
Maybe they baited it into attacking the villagers. Somehow, to lure you out here.
There's someone called the Dragon King.
Stupid name. Let's look around. I need to know what's going on. Bastards! They're the ones who've been capturing dragons and blighting them. Sending them over to Gillidan in exchange for power. Hisra Marluk Voshvatari Brock! We knew the Anton were involved. So now we know it's the Dragon King. That's who we find and kill. We can get to the Fangscorcher's lair out through there. Whenever you're ready.
Watch the fire!
There's cover on the left! Move! All right, she knows we're here. That means quick beats quiet. Stay clear of the fire. It's like oil. It's on you and keeps burning.
More on top!
Things ready.
Shokra Toebra! Today, you're dragon slayers! Now let's see what she had in her lair. Probably that big building over there. Let me know when you're ready to... get out of here.
Just tell me when you're ready.
Let's head out now. Trophy from the Fangscorcher.
She was a good fight. Thanks for listening to me during the hunt. Not everyone does.
You know what you're doing. I trust you.
Well, you're also taking advice from the elven god of lies.
See? Honesty. This is why I trust you. When you were standing over the dragon, you said something. Chakra to Ebra. It's the same thing your mother told you. You struggle the way you are.
You must struggle with what you are. It's what she told me when I was a kid. Still does, so I don't let the dragon out.
Meaning your fire breath.
It's not just about the fire. It's about how stuff makes me feel. What I do when I'm angry. And probably about you and me.
I care about what you think, not her.
No, I like being with you. Sorry, I'm saying it wrong. My mother worries about how I get when I care about someone. I feel too much, like it's all I can see. I build it up in my mind, and then if it isn't like that in the real world, it's like I get stuck. I get the same way when I'm angry. Like the fire. The rage is all I have. I don't want to be that. I don't want it to mess up us.
Tosh, we've all got things about ourselves we're not proud of. We all need help. And if you need someone to tell you to cool down, I can do that.
Yeah?
Yeah. So stop worrying. You're doing fine, okay? In fact, it's probably because of your fire that we're still here, and that dragon isn't.
Yeah. Guess you're right. I think I'm ready to talk with my mother about who I am.
Yeah?
I want her to see the real me. Might invite her to the lighthouse. Maybe that way she doesn't spend the whole time talking about that old tablet.
I'm still a little concerned about whoever sent the Anton. They mentioned the Dragon King.
Yeah. The asshole who's capturing dragons and blighting them for Gillinane. I'll ask Isabella to look for him. Still a stupid name. Dragon King. Dragons wouldn't have kings. They'd have queens.
The trap had failed. The Fangscorcher was dead. But the Dragon King was a patient hunter. All he needed was a little help from a trader in the Lords of Fortune to set a new trap. And the bait was sure to bring Tosh running.
Oh, everything here is curse-free. Guaranteed. catch you.
Do you miss Weishaupt sometimes?
Let's get you ready. We're here if you need us.
Evka, Antoine, you needed help with something? Is this about your studies?
Look at the blight here. The world dies like this if we do nothing. We need a deeper understanding of how it behaves. I have theories, but...
Something's wrong.
We've been keeping Darkspawn away from Lavendel, but those have been packs. What's heading for us now is a small horde. We push it back, or the locals wind up dead.
All right. Whatever you need. We'll do what we can.
Thanks. We must get ahead of this.
Where do things stand now?
Every warden will put themselves between Lavendel and the Blight. But we'll be spread thin around the village. There's only so many of us. We need to make that work.
Your plan to get us through is a good one.
I gave advice and people listened.
You credit yourself too little.
I have a feeling he's right.
Fine. I'm great, the plan's great. Let's hope we don't die.
You are, it is, and agreed!
So what now? What can I do?
There are sentries equipped with horns stationed around the village. Those horns are sounded when an attack begins, and again if backup's needed. That lets us focus our numbers. I need you to check with the sentries. Make sure they're ready.
I'm on it. We can do this.
All right. Take that can-do spirit to the rest.
Check back with us when you're done with the sentries.
We can hold off the smaller packs for a while, but there's no going back once the horde hits.
Come on. Let's check on the warden sentries.
Evka and Antoine need...
Hey, Evka sent me. How are things here?
Evka's plan is sound. We'll stand together and see it through. We won't fail.
Tell Evka we're ready.
Nothing we can do. I think we have.
Wow. Look who it is. Name's Warden Augustin.
Evka sent me. How are things here?
The Darkspawn aren't on us, but they will be. I can feel it. And you go where the fight is, don't you? Tell Evka I'm ready. We'll hold Lavendale.
Hey, Evka wanted me to check in. Are you ready?
I am. The Darkspawn won't win this one.
We've got you. Let's kick some ass.
Yeah. We took those dragons, we'll take this too.
We should get back to Evka. Evka, the sentries are ready.
Good. Are you?
That's a horn. The Darkspawn are here.
Sounds like it came from the glade.
Let's move. We can't let them break through to the village.
Lavendale is the only place with life left in it.
Let's keep it that way.
Time is yours.
Not at the hook yet.
Got things ready. Now it's your turn.
We'll fight all of you.
Let's go again.
That the best they could do? That was nothing.
All right. Be ready for the next call. We could check on the caves, see how the fight is there, or head to the farmlands.
We've got backup. Let's push them back.
If you need them. Thanks.
Another alarm. Up at the gate.
Come on.
Set up, you do the rest. Clear out. Your turn.
More on the way.
Right. For Flynn and their village. Ready.
Thanks for having my back.
You took more than your share.
Antoine? What is it?
Something evil. A strange calling in the blight.
Something to look into.
Yes. But that's what we do. And today, we won the day.
He's right. Take that with you. When the next thing comes, we'll handle that too.
It's in here, too.
You're sure?
It's faint, but yes.
Is something wrong?
Yeah, but first you deserve some thanks. Lavendel is safe.
They still need our protection, of course. But we won this fight together.
Thanks to Evka's plan.
If we're giving Evka credit, then I won't argue.
Fine. Credit taken. Now, as much as I hate changing the subject...
Right. Antoine, you sensed something strange. What was it?
The Blight's song wasn't just strange. At first I heard the gods. But now... there's something else. And it's here, in the wetlands. It pulses. Weird. Pulling somewhere dark. It sounds... I don't know. Pleased?
What does that mean?
We don't know yet.
Likely nothing good.
So you have a target, but not enough details. I've had contracts like that.
What? Ah, yes. You can relate.
Well, to a point. I can guess based on people's nature, but this...
is something entirely unknown. We need more time to study what the new song means, and where it leads.
And you can't listen to it all the time. We don't know what it is.
Evka, But yes, we have many different tests to run. Remember to visit Rook. We'll have results eventually.
Until then, stay safe. Antoine, what's on your mind?
It's like there's a pattern in the Blight, and no pattern at all. But...
Antoine keeps listening for something. With the Blight.
He's... got something in mind. You all set?
Rook, I'm Sawyer. Watch your back out there.
What's going on?
Mercenaries. They're taking advantage of the Blight and looting what was left behind. They attack wardens on sight even as we're fighting all this. A scout saw torches headed towards the redoubt. If they manage to break into the cauldron, there's dangerous relics out there and blighted weapons, and those mercenaries would sell to the highest bidder.
Can't let that happen. If I can stop them, I will.
We'd be in your debt, more than we already are.
Have you seen Ivan?
He kept talking about the tree. Said it was very...
What about the wardens? Mercenaries.
Take whatever you find.
Already on it.
No witnesses. Take whatever's on them.
Roll profit works for me.
Sawyer was right. They're after whatever they can steal, and they're willing to kill for it. Killed. These aren't darkspawn wounds.
No, this was murder. Damn mercenaries.
We got the last warden who found us. We've got you too.
Let's see what you got. Something's ready.
They can't last.
Time to end this.
They're on your ass!
Hey, bro. Nice shot.
It isn't the last of them. We're good. What?
Nothing. You just looked lost in thought. In a good way.
Maybe.
Now, who could cause that?
Hey, is that blood mage controlling people in your neighborhood?
Alia? What about her?
Why doesn't anybody in charge stop her?
Because she hasn't left Docktown. It's poor, doesn't have a lot of mages, so the people in power don't care.
That's Vashida.
Not news to me.
This loot's ours!
It is not. Don't be an asshole. Let's join up. Set up your threat.
Something's ready.
That's it for the mercenaries.
The Warden's had enough to deal with.
We should tell Warden Sawyer.
Golden glory.
Follow me and don't recall the bones beneath the creek.
Sawyer, the mercenaries you mentioned, we stopped them.
Thank the Maker. Anything they took from the locals, we'll see returned. As for what belongs to the Wardens...
To earn this trophy, you need to achieve a 3-star rating, which means collecting 3,200 faction points with the Lords of Fortune faction in the Hall of Valor and Ravine Coast areas. You can earn faction points by completing quests in these regions, improving the faction shop, and selling valuable items to the shop.
Is Martin staying here?
Got something in mind. All right.